In 2008, Bob Burleson's family established the Presidential Scholarship named in his honor. This year's recipient is Alexandra Espino. Alexandra is from Miami and will be attending University of St. Andrews. Parents are Alejandro and Julie Espino. Alexandra's fathers worked for the FTBA member Taylor, Espino, Vega, and Turin attorneys.
Good morning. I'd like to start off with a special good morning to my grandparents, who paved the way for me to be here today, and to Mr. Burleson, without whom none of us would be here. My name is Alexandra Espino, and it is with great honor and humility that I stand before you now. I'm a proud graduate of Carrollton School of the Sacred Heart, and over the next 4 years, I will be attending both the University of St. Andrews in Scotland and the College of William and Mary here in the US. For those of you who don't know me, I am exactly the kind of person to be attending 2 schools at the same time. I plan to go on to law school and work as an international human rights lawyer, serving my global community with the skills I've been lucky to develop over the past 4 years. When I began writing this speech, I fought the urge to enumerate a laundry list of academic achievements and other after-school activities to give you a sample of what was on my application. But what I find incredibly more telling, and perhaps more appropriate to be told in 3 minutes, is a story from my childhood. I'd like for you to imagine myself in the 2nd grade. Perhaps 7 years old, I was a nerd who didn't really know what she wanted to do for the future. My world was firmly within the confines of loving school, hating oranges, and doing everything with eagerness and intense jubilance, often to the point of throwing caution to the wind. By this point in my life, I'd been dancing ballet for 2 or 3 years, and it was something I knew I deeply loved. My eagerness to do anything dance-related was strong, and if an activity had any sort of connection to dance, explicit or perhaps created by my own enthusiasm, I was bound to give it my all. This is particularly relevant to the next bit of the story. At the time, my family owned a Wii, and we had the habit of doing family Just Dance competitions. Now, the Wii had a white remote that you held in your hand and attached to your wrist as you danced, mimicking the figures of an on-screen dancer. One fateful night over Thanksgiving break, I was competing against my dad, and I was playing to win. Our song was the pop hit Hey Ya by the band Outkast, and it still has a haunting quality to it today, 11 years later. Well, I was so enthused and so ready to beat my dad that while I was dancing, I hit my mouth with the Wii remote and chipped a semicircle out of my 2 front teeth. I looked like a well-meaning but a bit misinformed vampire enthusiast. I also won the round. If you ask my dad, you'll get a different answer, but my version of events is the true one, I promise. The point of this anecdote is not for public embarrassment, though I do cringe at the memory and flinch at the opening notes of Hey Ya. But rather, it is to make a vow to all of you seated before me. I will not disappoint. I will stop at nothing to achieve my goals and to make you all proud. Except maybe this time I'll stop at breaking teeth. Thank you very much.